spelling analysis. Are you ready? I am. We have some great words today. All right, the first word is very. I am very happy. Very. Go ahead and say very. How many syllables in very? 2. All right, we will say to spell ver-e. What will we say to spell? Ver-e. All right, the first syllable is ver. V-e-r. The second syllable is e. E. That's right, it's a ya-i-I-e. Go ahead and write ver-e. Once again, it's v-e-r-e. All right, you've got it. Good. All right, good job sounding it out. Help me to sound it out. V-e-r. The second syllable is e. E. How will we mark it? We'll put a 4 over the e because ya-i-I-e said its fourth sound. And why? It says its fourth sound e at the end of a multi-syllable word, and there it is. Now notice we have these together and it looks like it could be very, the multi-letter phonogram but just because two letters are next to each other does not make them a multi-letter phonogram. Rather, we very clearly hear v-e-r-e, very. Got it? All right, very good. The next word is along. The project is coming along nicely. Along. Go ahead and say along. How many syllables in along? 2. We will say to spell a-long. What will we say to spell? A-long. All right, the first syllable is a. A. The second syllable is long. O-a-ng. Go ahead and write a long. Good job sounding it out. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is a. A. The second syllable is long. O-a-ng. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the a and we'll underline the ng. And why did the a say its long sound? A, E, O, U usually say their long sounds at the end of the syllable. Let's read it. A-l-a-ng, along. Excellent. The next word is comb. I will go find a comb for my hair. Comb. Go ahead and say comb. Let's sound it out. Comb. K. Use a k. S. O. M. Notice it's our advanced phonogram. M. Go ahead and write comb. Good. Help me to write it. K-O-M. And how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O. Why did the O say its long sound? I and O may say I and O before two consonants. And here we have the advanced phonogram M. Did you spell that one correctly? Good job. Let's read it. K-O-M. Comb. All right, before we do our next word, I want to do a little bit of review. If there is a lone cat walking across the yard, how many are there if there's a lone cat? That's right, there's one. Let's sound out lone. O-O-N. Silent final E. Lone. Lone means one, and we see the word one inside of or at the end there. All right, if I am alone in this room, how many people are in this room? That's right, there's one. Let's write alone. A-L-O-N. Silent final E, alone. And these have the root here, own, which means one. Let's sound out one. We'll say to spell own. O-N, silent final E. And once again, maybe we at one time said own, but now we say one. So this is an exception to the phonogram sounds, but it shows the relationship in meaning. And English spelling is always a balance between meaning and sound. All right, so we have another word related to these words, and that word is only. I am an only child. Go ahead and say only. Good. How many syllables in only? 2. All right, so let's sound it out. We'll say to spell own-ly. Got it? Own-ly. Let's sound it out. The first syllable is own. O-n. The second syllable is ly. L-e. Ya-e-I-e. Go ahead and write own-ly. Good. Now help me to write it. The first syllable is own. O-n. The second syllable is ly. L-e. All right, how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O. And what sound of ya-e-I-e do you hear? That's right, the fourth. All right, so here you see this own without the silent E, and you can hear own. And only, if it's the only one, how many are there? There's one. So there's only one. Only is related in meaning to one. And we don't see a reason for this to say it's long sound, but it's related in meaning to these. All right, the next word is once. I rode the Ferris wheel once. Go ahead and say once. Once. If I did it once, how many times did I do it? One time, that's right. So just like we hear once, one, these are related. So we'll say to spell ounce, just to help us, ounce. What will we say to spell? Let's sound it out. O-n-s. Use a k, s. Silent final E. Go ahead and write ounce. And saying to spell ounce will help you to remember it and to remember the relationships and meaning. Let's sound it out together. O-n-s. Silent final E. All right, how will we mark it? We'll put a line over the O, and we can we'll put a line under the C, not double underline it, sorry about that, and we'll double underline the E. So first of all, why do we have a silent final E in once? That's right, it makes the C soften to S. C always softens to S before an E-I or Y. Here it's before the silent E, so it's saying S, ounce. Now, it's saying once, so this is an exception, right, to the phonograms, but you can see this relationship in meaning. Once means one time. So hopefully this helps you to remember how these are spelled and shows you the relationship in meaning. The next word is hair. I have long hair. Hair. Go ahead and say hair. Let's sound it out. A, two-letter A that you may not use at the end of English words. Go ahead and write hair. Excellent. Now help me to write it. Hair. A, And how will we mark it? We'll underline the A. Let's sound it out. Hair. The next word is princess. She wants to wear a princess dress. Princess. Go ahead and say princess. How many syllables in princess? 2. We will say to spell princess. What will we say to spell? Princess. All right, let's sound it out. The first syllable is prin. P-r-i-n. The second syllable is ses. S. Use a k, s, e, s, s. Got it? Go ahead and write princess. It's a fun word to write, princess. All right, help me to write it. The first syllable is prin, p-r-i-n. The second syllable is ses, s, e, s, s. All right, what sound of k, s do we hear in princess? That's right, the second sound. And why did it say its second sound? S? See, always softens to S before an E, I, or Y. There it is. So it's softening to S before an E. Let's read this. I, N, S, S, princess. And we often double FL or S after a single short or broad vowel. There it is. It's doubled after a single short vowel. Princess. The last word is castle. The princess lives in a castle. Go ahead and say castle. How many syllables in castle? 2. All right, listen carefully. We will say to spell castle. Ready? Castle. All right, let's sound it out together. The first syllable is cas. K. Use a k. S. A. S. That's a s. Z. The second syllable is tul. T. Ul. Silent final E. Go ahead and write castle. Good. And help me to write it. The first syllable is cas, k, as. The second syllable is tul, t, ul, silent final E. All right, how will we mark this? We'll double underline the silent final E. And why do we have a silent final E in castle? That's right, every syllable must have a vowel. Now, I have a question. Try to say castle, castle, castle. You'll notice that this t begins to disappear. So if you try to say castle, 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 your tongue will just skip the t sound. So it's there in the spelling, but when you're saying it, you'll often skip that sound. All right, well, I hope you've learned a few things today about how to read and how to spell.
Combining the science of reading with the joy of learning. Learn more at foundations.logicoфenglish.com.